Good morning, everybody. In this video, we're going to talk about the Neville Goddard technique, but we're going to go shift straight to the end. We're going to talk about and discuss living in the end, dwelling in the end, but we're going to focus on one thing. We're going to focus on what's the main obstacle with this? What's the main thing that either makes it or breaks it? Okay, makes it work for you or doesn't? Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about today. And it's a little bit chilly out this morning. Leaving for Thailand in a couple weeks. I'm in Ohio. That's why I got the sweater on. It's going to warm up 100% today, but it's early in the morning, a little bit chilly. But anyway, let's discuss this. Okay, what's the main obstacle? What's the main issue with living the end? What are we doing wrong? Okay, and it's not necessarily, it is what we're doing wrong, because as we do this longer and longer, we get better and better and better at it. But with living the end, what Never Gotta really means, living the end, you dwell within, is you go straight to the end. Okay, you go straight to the end. You already have your intention. Okay, you already have it. You act as if. Okay, now the main obstacle with this is that we struggle. Listen to this. We struggle because we don't know how it really feels like to have it. Okay, let me stop rocking here for a second and say this. This is where you struggle, is that you don't know what it really feels like to have it. Okay, so if you want your dream house, your dream car, you want a millionaire lifestyle, you want your dream job, it's hard for you because you don't know what it really feels like to have your intention. Okay, so that's what you're struggling with. That's why it takes a little bit of work. That's why it takes a little time. Okay, and you have to ask yourself the right questions. You start asking yourself the right questions, you slowly start putting yourself in that state that you already have. Okay, this is the main thing we're struggling with when we live in the end, dwell in the end. Okay, we conceptually understand it. Okay, we can discuss it with other people. We can say, Chad, I've heard this a million times. Okay, but it's still not working for you. Still not working for you. That means something. You're doing something. You're doing something wrong. I mean, just being honest with you. Okay, so let me give you an example here. Is the main example I have is, and something I've been using, and you can do the same thing, is I just got my intention, or one of my intentions. Okay, my intention I set maybe like 8 months ago was I wanted a 1-year visa, a multiple entry 1-year visa in Thailand. Okay, it took about 8 months, and I got that 1-year visa. Actually, I got it. It was even better. It was a 5-year visa, 5-year multiple entry. And I can stay 1 year, up to 1 year in Thailand per entry. And a multiple entry means I can come and go as I please. I can go in and out of Thailand as many times as I want for 5 years. And for each time, I can stay up to a year. Dude, that's exactly what I wanted. And listen to this. Like, when you do this with any attention, anything that's come to you, anything you manifest, I want you to do this exercise. Okay. And what I started noticing was, in the beginning, I was excited. Okay. Then it shifted to excitement, but then it shifted to like a surreal experience. Okay. And what I mean by that is, I set this intention. I was falling asleep in this state, falling asleep, technically feeling my wish fulfilled, feeling as a secret type of thing in my imagination. I would see myself and feel myself having this intention, having my visa or having this type of visa. But the surreal experience was, once I got it, it felt like I had it the whole time. That was the surreal experience. I don't know what my hair is doing, but it's puffing out a little bit. But that was the surreal experience I was having. It's like, once it happened and I got past that excitement phase, oh, it happened, I got it, awesome. Then it felt like I've had it the whole time. I've had it the entire 8 months, because that's why I was inside my imagination. Okay. Then it shifted to like a third phase. So the third phase was that once I had it, it was kind of out of sight, out of mind. Once I had it, I wasn't thinking about it no more. Okay. Once I had it, it wasn't inside my imagination anymore. Once I had it, I it almost was like I didn't care if I had it anymore. You get what I'm saying? Once I had it, I carried myself different because I had it. Okay. And when I'm giving you these examples right here, especially right here, this is what it really means. Listen to this. This is what it really means to live in the end. Okay. So you got to mimic those behaviors. You got to be aware of what you're doing. You got to be aware of your states and emotional states and what you're thinking about. Okay. Like for example, like if I want my dream house or dream car, okay, I got to do the same thing that when I live in the inn in my dream house, well, I got to do the same thing with just like my intention came true for my visa in Thailand. Okay. No, I carried myself different. Once I got it, I carried myself different. It was out of sight, out of mind. I hardly think about it. If it comes up, like, oh, I got that. Okay. That's the same thing you got to do and mimic when you live in the inn, when you set a new intention. Okay. That's what the whole concept of letting go means is when you, that's what Neville Goddard means too, is when you really have something, you're not attached to it anymore. When you really have something, you're not constantly thinking about it. You have it. Okay. When you really have your dream house, you're not waking up every day thinking, I want my dream house. It's already yours. You already have it. You're not waking up in that state. You're carrying yourself different. Your thoughts are different. Okay, your character is different. So you have to figure out what that means to you, and you got to mimic that when you set new intentions. Okay, this is why this is fun. This is gonna be fun for you, but this is why it takes a little bit of work also. We got to mimic what it really feels like to have something that we really, really want. And when manifesting works for us, when we get an intention, we have to pay close attention. This is what I do. I pay close attention to my feeling states, how I'm feeling, how I'm carrying myself. And even when I go inside my imagination, let's say I want $15 million in my bank account, what you have to do is you have to mimic that state. You have to pay close attention to your imagination. Because inside your imagination, you're a different person. In your 4D world, you're a different person than you are in your 3D world. Okay, this is what you have to realize. In my 4D world, okay, I want $15 million in my bank account. In my 4D world, I have that $15 million. In my 4D world, I'm a multimillionaire. In my 4D world, I'm carrying myself as a millionaire. Why? Because I am a millionaire. You know what I mean? You're gonna make different decisions. You're gonna carry yourself different. You're gonna give differently. You're gonna have a different outlook on life. Okay, and those are the things you gotta match in your 3D world. Those are the things you gotta match in living in the inn, dwelling in the inn. But other than that, my friends, just want to give you that short little tip. Blessings to you, by the way. Comment below. Make sure you comment below. Let me know where you are, what's working for you, what's not. If you're struggling with this stuff. If you need me to explain it a different way, I'll help you out. I'll always comment to everything. So make sure you comment below. Blessings to you. Have a good day. It's in the morning here. And remember, I love you guys. And I'll see you in the next video.